Jota on the wing, Jota on the wing. Every time you're on the ball, we know there's gonna be a goal. Our superstar from Portugal.
It's been a pretty hectic 24 hours at the club, with the boys finally announcing the signing of Jota. But not only that, we are still in talks with more players. In today's video, we will discuss all the latest transfer news whilst going over all the latest from the last 24 hours. But first, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Jota's return to Celtic has been one of the most exciting stories of the January transfer window, but the Portuguese winger has found himself stepping into a very different dressing room from the one he left 18 months ago. Speaking at his unveiling that Celtic Return was in attendance for, Jota surprisingly revealed that only 9 players remain from his previous stint at the club, highlighting the significant turnover in personnel. The likes of Captain Callum McGregor, Cameron Carter-Vickers, Greg Taylor and James Forrest are some of the mainstays who have remained at the heart of the squad. However, Jota now finds himself surrounded by a host of new faces as Brendan Rodgers' team takes shape. "I'm just getting to know some of the lads. Only 9 players remain since last time," Jota said when asked about the current group. "So, I think it's too soon to say what the squad is like. I haven't had the time yet, but there's definitely a lot of talent and room for improvement. Under the orders of Brendan, I think there's a good environment to develop and achieve things." The challenge for Jota will be rediscovering his place in this revamped Celtic team. The chemistry he enjoyed with some of the now departed players, such as Kyogo Furuhashi, who went the other way to Rennes this week, was central to his success during his first spell. However, with Rodgers' attacking philosophy, Jota seems confident he can adapt and thrive alongside the new arrivals. While players like McGregor and Forrest have witnessed numerous transitions over their Celtic careers, it's a new experience for Jota to rejoin a squad that has evolved so dramatically in a short space of time. However, with the winger's natural ability and a manager who clearly values his style, the building blocks are in place for him to hit the ground running. Jota's familiarity with some of the club's senior figures will no doubt help his integration. McGregor's leadership will make sure he doesn't skip a beat. "I'm still just settling back in, but I'm really excited," Jota added. "There's so much talent in this team, and it's going to be a joy to play alongside them." As Jota begins to find his feet again at Celtic, fans will be eager to see how quickly he can gel with his teammates, both old and new. With the Hoops still battling on multiple fronts this season, the 25-year-old's return couldn't have come at a better time. Now for the main story, as Celtic have reportedly set their sights on defensive reinforcements this month. With Austin Trusty joining in the summer and Stephen Welsh departing on loan over the last month, there is room for a new centre-back. With Jota signing his long-awaited new Celtic deal yesterday until 2030, the Hoops are now underway in the market this month ahead of the January deadline this coming Monday. However, the Hoops have been linked with a surprise move for a promising young defender, as respected journalist Anthony Joseph of Sky Sports revealed yesterday evening. He tweeted, "Celtic are one of a number of clubs in Europe interested in Odense BK centre-back Tobias Slotziger. The Denmark U21 international is out of contract in the summer, and it's understood initial talks have taken place with his representatives. Slotziger looks to be a potential signing geared towards next season's Champions League qualifiers." With the Hoops set to face 2 rounds, it's no coincidence that Celtic are looking to be busier this month than usual, ensuring players are lined up before the dreaded qualifiers. These matches are by no means a foregone conclusion, given the boys' recent history in Champions League qualifiers. At 19 years old, the Danish defender has a bright future ahead of him, and if he were to sign, pre-season would give Brendan Rodgers a great chance to see Slotziger up close before the qualifiers. Having made 14 league appearances for Odense BK this season, he has already shown great potential at such a young age. Slotziger could be exactly what Celtic need over the coming years. While he might find a place in the starting hard to come by at first, at just 19 years old, he would have plenty of time to break into the first team picture. This can be seen as an intelligent piece of scouting from the Hoops. In other news, when Jota returned to Celtic on Monday, one notable figure was missing from the front three he once thrived in, Kyogo Furuhashi. During their time together, the pair were a constant headache for opposition defences, particularly in high-stakes derby matches against Rangers. Jota's creativity on the wings and Kyogo's movement up front made for a deadly partnership, with both players supplying chances for one another and linking up in ways that left defenders chasing shadows. They have swapped clubs, with Jota coming from Rennes to re-sign for Celtic and Kyogo moving in the other direction. Two ships passing in the night this time around. Reflecting on the time they spent together, Jota admitted it was disappointing not to have the chance to reignite their on-field understanding. Kyogo is definitely someone I had a very good relationship with on the pitch, Jota told Seltzer here. But this is football. Everything changes from one moment to the next. I wish I could have played with him more, but as I said, football evolves, and you have to adapt. Since Jota's departure, Kyogo has continued to be the talisman of Celtic's attack, delivering crucial goals and keeping his place as one of the league's top strikers. However, some have suggested that the absence of Jota's service and creativity may have slightly hindered Kyogo's game at times, as he has had to rely on other sources for his chances. The return of Jota would have ironically helped the wee man. For now, the Hoops face a challenge in finding the right replacement up front. With Kyogo's departure fresh, Brendan Rodgers will need to bring in a striker who can fill his boots. But even without Kyogo, Celtic's current attack remains packed with potential. The idea of Jota linking up with the likes of Dyson Maeda or Nicholas Kuhn on either side of a front three will be enough to cause sleepless nights for Premiership defenders. With the superstar from Portugal back in the fold, Rodgers has the pieces to build a devastating forward line that could dominate both domestically and in Europe. Jota's return signals not only a chance for him to rediscover his form, but also an opportunity to forge new partnerships. Lastly, Rennes have officially confirmed the signing of Kyogo Furuhashi less than an hour after Celtic announced the return of Jota from the French club. The Japanese striker moves to League One for a reported £10 million, bringing his time at Celtic to an end. Kyogo joined Celtic in 2021 and was a key figure during his time at the club, helping deliver multiple trophies with his crucial goals and standout performances. This season, he had already scored 12 goals in 18 games before sealing his move to France. The striker told Celtic he wanted to seek a move away from the club back in the summer, and they respected his wishes once he made it clear Rennes was a move he wanted to explore while making a decent chunk of cash. Kyogo will go down as a modern-day icon for his big-game goals and his general connection with the Celtic fans. Rennes' announcement officially marks the end of Kyogo's spell in Glasgow as he begins a new chapter in League One. We wish Kyogo all the best for the future. Rennes official statement. Notable for his relentless effort on the Scottish front line and his impressive statistics, Kyogo Furuhashi has delighted the green and white fans over 3 seasons, with an average of 1 goal every 2 matches, tallying 85 goals in 165 appearances across all competitions. His consistent performance has made him an undeniable asset for the Scottish Giants. A disruptive player known for his ability to make repeated runs both with and without the ball, Furuhashi's former teammate Andres Iniesta at Vissel Kobe, the club that launched his career in Japan, played his last match for Celtic last Wednesday in the Champions League against Young Boys of Bern. With the same dedication that defines him and a qualification for the Champions League playoffs, he has participated in this prestigious tournament 21 times, facing some of Europe's top defenders, from Celtic Park to Roajon Park. A 3-time Scottish League champion and a holder of 5 national cups, Kyogo Furuhashi takes on a new challenge in Brittany, bringing his competitive spirit to a determined squad. Welcome, Kyogo! Celtic fans, what are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let us know down in the comment section below. That does bring us to the end of today's video. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Thank you.